Morning, Seafree in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's Friday the 13th, so everybody take care out there. Overnight, we saw the Chinese commodity markets continue to slide lower. We saw that iron ore contract since middle of April has dropped 20% in value. The steel contract has had its biggest break that we've seen in a long time, and so that's kind of spilling over into some of the other markets. We also noted that the UN estimated that world GDP in 2016 was only going to be 2.4%. They continue to see growth being weak. In Argentina, workers at the Rosario port plan a strike today for higher wages. This is somewhat common this time of the year. They estimated the soybean harvest at about 51% done versus 69 average. Yields are coming in around 50 bushels per acre versus 52 last year, but these yields are expected to drop as the harvest progresses. Impressively, the corn harvest is 27% done versus 45 average, and yields are 144 versus 128 last year. We've got the NOPA crush on Monday, expected to be about 148 million bushels. Last month it was 156, last year it was 150. And our cash basis at the Gulf for beans is competitive now versus Brazil, and there was talk overnight China was an aggressive buyer of South American July and August beans, and also aggressive buyer of some U.S. soybeans for that time frame. A lot of talk in the last couple of days about U.S. farmers switching acres from corn to beans. Guesses between 1 and 3 million acres caused some spread liquidation of people that were long beans and short corn. There's also the Federal Reserve came out here in the Midwest and said that in the first quarter, U.S. farmland values dropped the most in 30 years. Fund yesterday, sellers of beans and oil, they bought meal, corn, and wheat. And the 6 to 10 day calls for normal temps and normal to below rains, while the 8 to 14 has normal to above temps and normal rains. So right now we're trying to fish for a bottom in beans based on the fact that we could see more acres versus the long-term projection of better demand. And for the corn market, I think it's trying to build a base going into the summer weather uncertainty. So hope everybody has a good Friday the 13th. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.